gotta do that for the baritones, man. You remember?
Oh,
Don't
how's it
mind
go?
me,
How's it
starting
going there,
my own
YouTube?
melody.
My name's the Dark Reviewer, and wow, it's been so long since we've seen each other again.
2 weeks.
But we're gonna give some good, fun parts because this is actually something that's not really talked about a lot now these days. Is that we've talked about anime openings, anime characters, anime villains, blah 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 blah. But what about something that's not really talked about, but it's really starting to get popular, especially more so in the anime wars that we've seen. How about those like favorite orchestra moments? The top 10 anime soundtracks in all of anime. And as you can tell, we are down quite a lot of people today. Even though this is actually, you haven't not seen this before. The 4 people, that's how me, Eric, Nikki, and Kevin started this whole trend of top 10 anime stuff.
It wasn't until me, Nicholas, and Trey joined in and made it 7.
And don't forget Philip. Don't forget Philip and Jessica.
Yep.
Yeah. So the channel's growing and growing, but so far right now, this is who we got. So, but I will actually give a little bit of a leeway since we have only 4 people, and we're not, and since we'll go through that a little bit quicker. We'll actually maybe extend the explanation of why we like some of these songs just a little bit. Just because it's 4 people, and we can get through that a little bit quicker.
Hell yeah.
So how the list is going to go today is bring us back is Mr. Nathaniel is going to be our first off.
Hey.
He's going to be the first. The silver boy is actually Kevin. You are the silver boy today.
I'm silver. Wait, is Trey shit? I mean, third?
Trey is the bronze. He is 3rd place, and I will be the last for this one.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, let's see what was your favorite musical number in a lot of your animes. Going off to number 10s. Cue us up there, Nate.
All right. Well, I will say this ahead of time. Like, all of my 10 entries, all of them could have been easily number 1. Like, they're all good in their own way. I'm ranking them based on how familiar I am. So the higher rankings, that means I'm more familiar with the animes. Okay, so with that case, number 10, I'm going to be starting off with the composer of Jujutsu Kaisen, Hiroki Sumi.
Wow.
Number 10?
JJK's composer. Wow.
Wow.
Only at number 10?
Yeah.
Number 10.
Yeah. Wow.
Said, I'm ranking them based on how familiar I am with them. As I go further in the list, you'll understand. But it doesn't take away the fact that the soundtrack for Jujutsu Kaisen, it is beautiful. Oh my god. It mainly specializes in the dark themes. When something gets dark or sad or serious, oh my god. The way that they played the music for each of those moments, it felt very powerful to the point where I even cry in some of those moments. And even though it does have its dark moments, I love how whimsical it can be now and then. Like, seriously, the soundtracks that they use for Juju Stroll.
Oh my god, that reminded me of Mahito in that goddamn school.
Oh boy. And it's just so good at how creative like the soundtrack can be. But if I had to pick my favorite version of the soundtrack, it's definitely from my favorite fight in the anime, Yuji and Aoi versus Hanami. Oh my god, the soundtrack for that!
Ooh. It was a good fight. A good song.
The fact that it just started off calm, then it gets like pretty upbeat and intense too at the same time. And it even has like a bit of a song in there too, which I'm still trying to figure out what the name of that song was, because damn, that was a bop. But yeah, I can only put it so low since Jujutsu Kaisen is one of the recent animes I've seen as of 2021, so there's that. But even with that, I still love the soundtrack. It was able to capture the dark tone. That's why I had to put it for number 10.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Wow.
JJK starting it off. Damn.
I'm not mad. I'm surprised mostly, but goddamn, Nate, good job. Good job.
Indeed. So what do you have to follow up there, Kev?
This was not easy. This was fucking not easy, as obviously from Nate's explanation, but I'm sorry, Trey. Burst into Bloom. Yep, the soundtrack from the Asterix War.
Oh.
Ah.
Okay.
Look. I like techno music. Okay, I will say that's one of my favorite genres of music. And the Asterix Wars soundtrack, yes, the anime, cliche as all hell. It could be all right. It could sometimes be a little boring, but the soundtracks are what just give it life. I mean, Ready Your Blade, which is just the fight. Every fight you see in the show playing that theme was great. Ayato's Privilege was also really good, as well as Play With Me, which sounds like something out of fucking Kingdom Hearts. It's just like everything about the series is great. Like even the sad moments and the calming moments are really good. You know, especially certain fan service scenes with the music.
Oh my
They're
god.
hilarious. But the best song in that series has to be Sylvia's song "Lonely Feather." Holy
Wow.
shit, dude! Oh my god! When I saw the episode in season 2, I was blown away. I thought Kyoka Jiro's song from My Hero was great. Sylvia's in full English just melted my heart. Like, we need season 3. Like, yes, again, anime is okay, but we need season 3 because goddamn it, we need more of these songs. We need more Ayato XD list. We need to see more Kieran fights. God damn it, please. So yeah, it's my number 10.
All right. This is getting really interesting. So what you got there on that one, Trey?
I'm gonna choose one that's pretty different. Like in regards to how it conducts its music, you know, it has like 2 different tones it needs to match. I'm talking about the music created by composer Takahiro Obata for The Promised Neverland season 1.
Oh, Promise Neverland.
Oh,
What happened to it?
I could just feel the pain.
Please continue,
We
Clay.
do not.
Please continue.
We do not speak of what happened in season 2. I'm speaking strictly for season 1.
Yes, exactly.
And how the music, similar to Jujutsu Kaisen, need to have some moments that can match the more upbeat and lighthearted and action-packed moments with the darker tonal, more serious, eerie tone in it. And that's what it has to do in Promised Neverland, you know? Like in moments like where the Emma and the others are practicing their plans, like through tag, trying to escape in those moments. It feels kind of, you know, like kind of hopeful and lighthearted. But then when they're searching around their house, sneaking around Isabella and Sister Crone, you know, like it puts you on edge, that eerie tone to it and all that stuff. But there are also moments that are kind of like just fucking sad in itself. And the song that really put the soundtrack on my list was Isabella's Lullaby. I fucking love that song so
That
much.
was a beautiful.
It is literally a work of art. Like it's so beautiful to listen to, but when you know the context to it, you can't help but feel like a little pit in your gut, like you're about to cry from it, because you know what happened to the person that created that lullaby, and it fucking sucks. And another fun fact about it is how people like Amalie have added even vocals to the lullaby to it.
She made it good, I have to admit.
Absolutely 100%. But yeah, Promised Neverland's music though, like, while it's not the most memorable to me, it was like just enjoyable to listen to, and it did its job for its anime. So that's why it's on this list right now.
Wow.
Wow.
Holy crap, guys.
That was
long.
wow.
All right,
Okay.
so
Brandon, cheer us up.
cheers up. I don't know. Can we do it with this guy?
What? Oh my! What are we? Really?
Yeah.
This
This is
low?
This goes to a most recent anime featuring the King of the Monsters, composer Kan Sawada from Godzilla Singular Point.
Oh my god! I thought that would be like number 1 or something, but damn, bro.
No, because like even though it blows the original trilogy Netflix anime out of the water. Those movies are just like, eh.
They're okay, but they're not.
But Godzilla Singular Point, it takes the idea of Godzilla, but adding a sense of Japanese folklore, Japanese mythology, the idea of this end of the world person bringing the idea of the apocalypse is what they describe Godzilla as. And when you see him, I don't know why, but this is also probably because when I was dubbing the anime, it was like, I'm watching an anime version of Shin Godzilla a little bit. the way like the transformations were, but playing the iconic Godzilla original theme back in 1954. And my God, the whole track is just great, capturing the idea by Akira Fuabe when he passed away, but giving it that modern day style. The one song that is just blows me away is when you see Godzilla's final form in that anime called Godzilla Ultima. It is the classic theme, but when it ranks up, when you see Godzilla using his atomic breath is so freaking OP in this one. So much. Just wow.
Quick question: Is it as OP as the one in Planet Eater?
Yes.
Oh, cocksucker! Are you serious?
Hugely. And just when he finishes, you hear like a choir just chanting like almost like a tribal apocalypse kind of feel. It just adds the weight to how Godzilla is just this unstoppable beast. And it ends with a really good long crescendo shot of Godzilla looking at the camera and doing his iconic roar. It was mesmerizing, and why I think this anime fixes the trend like Godzilla can't do anime, which he can now. But the reason why it's this low is because it's that recent, and we've heard Godzilla's music before in other media, but this is just one of the best. Godzilla Singular Point is kicking off my list with the King of the Monsters.
Funny how you say that, considering now we had Kaiju number 8.
Yes, but we haven't had anime yet, which I am looking forward to. Okay.
Alrighty. So, number 9.
Wow, that was fast.
Indeed,
Wow.
right?
Kidding.
Okay, go
That's
ahead.
what happens when we have 4 people. But anyway, well, going from one recent anime to like another, even though I did saw this anime when the pandemic started, like it was one of the first few animes I saw when the pandemic started. And at first I was skeptical about the anime, but then I looked at myself and was like, what the hell's wrong with me? How could I ignore the soundtrack of Black Clover?
Oh,
Oh!
oh my God, dude.
Jesus, Kevin.
Okay. Continue.
Wow.
I was not expecting that scream, Kevin. Jesus.
It's one thing to put Jujutsu Kaisen, but Black Clover. Continue before I break my mouse, please.
All right. It's like I said, it's one of the animes I saw recently. So, but even with that, the soundtrack for Black Clover. Oh my goodness, Minako Seki really went all out with it. It's really beautiful. When it comes like to the peaceful melody, it just feels very nice. I felt like it came out straight out of a Mario game or something. Like it's that peaceful and that nostalgic.
Oh my God! Come on! You're digging a grave even more.
Not on purpose, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, other than like the calm moments, I even love how they handled the whimsical moments. God damn it! When we first saw Nero pecking Asa's head, that soundtrack just always makes me laugh every time it appears. Oh man! But there were other great soundtrack moments, especially during the fights. Oh my goodness! Jeez, they went all out with the Dark Triad fights for the soundtracks. They went all out with the battle fights, Zagrid. Oh my goodness! But if there was like a few favorite of my soundtracks, it's definitely when Asta cries after realizing that he finally have a family. That soundtrack though, it was so beautiful.
Fuck you, no.
And the other one that I really, really enjoy, it was definitely during the longest fight during the exam. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Especially when Asta unleashes the black form and when Zora snapped at Longris.
Oh man, you're no Magic Knight, man. Johnny and Bosch, bro.
Yeah, he went all out. But again, it's sad that I put Black Clover low on my list, but it's like I said, it's one of the recent animes I've seen. So, but even with that, I still love Black Clover. the soundtrack for it, it definitely has like one of my favorite soundtracks involving fantasy genres. We'll get to some of those later on, but for now, Black Clover is number 9.
All right.
Okay.
Well, a little disappointed it's this low, but at least it's on the list. I don't care.
I swear to fucking Christ, you put another iconic good anime at number 8. I'm gonna fucking rip your head. But it's my turn.
Yes, it is.
I just have to think. I have to imagine a version of myself succeeding. Domain expansion! You know?
Oh, there we
Damn
go.
it.
Why the fuck the slow?
Yes, we triggered Trey again. Yes! Yes!
Hey, now you're in my shoes.
Hey, at least I didn't put it number 10, okay?
Hey,
Yeah.
listen and scream loud, all right?
Okay, but yes, Jujutsu Kaisen is number 9. I'm sorry, Trey. Look, I'm going to be a little hypocritical and say it's similar today where I just started watching Jujutsu Kaisen not too long ago. So, I mean, it's a good series. Maybe a little overhyped at times, but still, it's a really good series. And the soundtrack, it's haunting. It's very haunting. Like, it's really depressing. I mean, the Yuji and Aoi versus Hanami fight were great. But what about Yuji and Nanami versus Mahito? Like, as much as I fucking despise him, I love Mahito's theme when his domain expansion activated. Like, it's so haunting. But my all-time favorite theme, Megami's domain expansion Chimera Shower Garden.
Oh,
Yes.
It's so good.
I know. When I played with Gojo versus Jogo, it was great. But with Megami, holy shit! It gives you this sense of hope, even though, ironically, the series is about using your negative emotions as power. It's so great. Even a lot of the other fights were great too with the soundtrack. You know, especially Yuji and Nobara versus the brothers. Like that, the Remember song, that was great. So yes, I'm sorry, Trey. It's number 9, but it's still a great series. Hey, and at least it's above Asterix War, so you can't fault me on that, brother. That's my number 9.
Yeah, I can't fault you on that.
Oh man, I'm.
damn.
Oh, okay,
How
Trey.
about you, Trey? You gonna throw any more punches at us?
Oh no, I don't have another punch. Well, actually, technically, it is a bit of a punch.
I'm curious.
Honestly,
What?
Junkin. Do you know what I'm
What?
talking about? Hunter x Hunter, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
Do you not know what a
Hunter x
Junkin
Hunter.
is?
Wow.
Hunter x
I
Hunter.
thought it would be higher on your list, to be honest.
Oh my God, Trey.
It's slow because because most of my favorite soundtracks come from specifically near the end half of Hunter x Hunter in the Chimera Antarc, where it's just fucking ominous as all living hell. Like the soundtrack so takes a dark ass turn to it that it's just like, what the hell am I listening to? Like the build up between each songs before like just the big ass just drops to it, like in Gon's rage, like it just puts you on edge because you know like it literally feels like a bomb about to explode, which exactly it was. But like if there has to be a standout song to me of this soundtrack for Hunter x Hunter, the last encore, I believe it was,
Oh,
that played during the final battle between Netero and Meruem.
yeah.
It was literally like an orchestra of fucking fireworks and Buddhism, for fuck's sake. What the hell?
This was a fun-
Austin's rap.
This is literally a battle between two godlike creatures, so it makes sense.
Absolutely. Like the two strongest people of their respective races duking it out against each other in like what literally looks like a display of just bombs bursting in the air. Like animations on point, matching the soundtrack as it continuously escalates. And then like even if it ends in Netero's defeat, like the music still shows that the true predator here wasn't Meruem, it was Netero the whole time who had Meruem in checkmate. And just like similar to Gon, the sheer pressure you feel from the soundtrack that it displays, it's fucking perfect. Like Hunter x Hunter gets you really invested with its soundtrack, and that's why it's on my number 9.
Why haven't we got a continuation for it yet?
Because Togashi is always putting in a hiatus, and nobody has the balls to animate Hisoka versus Crollo yet.
Wait a minute. Oh, you want to talk about hiatus, Trey, huh? You really want to go through that hole? Mister, I haven't updated since last year? Huh?
Shush. Shush. No offense to Togashi. He has health issues, but I hope he still updates it.
Yes.
I hope you update too. All right, go ahead.
All right,
Brandon.
so my turn, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, what is he doing?
Water breathing first form, water serpent slash.
Oh my
This
god.
fucking low.
Oh my God, Trey! For Christ's sake! Come on, man. At
Yes.
this point,
Yuki Kajira Goshina, the composer for Demon Slayer.
oh my God, Trey!
Guys, I swear, this is getting more intense than the Power Rangers opening list.
Yeah, hey, unlike that list, we didn't have anything great like Jungle Fury at number 10.
Demon Slayer.
Fuck Demon Slayer, it's overrated. All right, go ahead, Brandon.
But yeah, go ahead,
The-
Brandon. Sorry.
Demons, I'll be fully honest. I love original Japanese instruments being used in music. I really do. And Demon Slayer is no exception to using it. Just the opening score for the first episode is that eerie choir and that soft plucking of the bebop is just it's just eerie, it's edgy, you don't know what's gonna happen. But I think probably the best songs I liked in Demon Slayer is, yes, the very first song, but also the Voices of the Past, where Tanjiro is actually seeing a nightmare, but you hear like this, almost like a gentle choir, and it's just sad. But also Muzan's theme. Oh,
It gave me chills.
Even though
when you see him in the physical world, when Tanjiro first met him, and he just gives you that look back, and you see his red glowing eyes. But also when he kills all the lower ranking demons
They were
Yeah.
trash.
without batting an eye, the score matches his intensity, his ruthlessness.
Too bad. Too bad he's a
Ugh.
bitch.
It's just the fact that, like, yes, the manga, he pushed out like a bitch, okay?
Hey, we need a shirt. Muzan. I'm a pussy ass bitch.
He was a bitch.
He was. But
Fuck.
it's just, the reason why it's this low is because it's still recent, but also it kind of recycles the same musical notes in certain parts of the anime, especially Mugen Train. It reused a lot of it in Mugen Train.
Mm.
But the best song I heard in that movie though was when Goku versus the low versus upper 3. That
Oh.
music.
So
Yeah. Like, I love that scene. Like, yeah, like, that was a great theme.
especially in walk mode, like,
But yeah, it's just I love Japanese style music, and Demon Slayer gives it to me. And you're probably gonna see why I'm starting to like a lot of that on my list coming up higher on my list right now. So
yeah.
Demon Slayer, waiting for season 2, please give me another good soundtrack, is on my number 9.
And improve the story, because right now the story is cliche as all hell.
No
Go ahead.
kidding. They had to fix the manga ending, for God's sakes.
Ooh.
I will admit the fix actually looks better.
All right, go ahead, Nate.
What was your number 8 there, Nate?
Well, again, another reason it's low because it's one of the animes I've seen recently, and technically this anime is still ongoing. One fantasy to another, it would have to be the soundtrack for That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime.
Oh my God, Brandon! Even Brandon's triggered.
I warned you guys! I warned you, didn't I?
Trey, when you start slime, you're gonna understand why Brandon's pissed. But continue, Nate.
Don't get me wrong. I love the soundtrack for Slime. It's really, really good. But it's like I said, it's one of the animes I've seen recently. Heck, I started Slime around May of this year. so I'm familiar with it for about 2 months. But even with that, the soundtrack, oh my god. It's like they took the classic Final Fantasy soundtrack and mixed it with the overall soundtrack of Dragon Quest and the Tales franchise. It is that good. Oh my god. And even when it has like the silly comical moment, it's like dun, 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 dun. It's like, okay, get ready for some stupidity. It's about to be on its way. But even with that, there are a lot of beautiful and sad soundtrack moments. I think one of my favorites, it would have to be with Rimuru showing Shizue like the past lives and what happened over the years. I thought that was really beautiful.
Fuck you.
I know. But there were other good soundtracks too. Like when they were fighting Malim too. Oh my god.
Wait. Fighting Malim? Ha! Funny.
But yeah, that soundtrack during that, it was like pretty epic, even though it was pretty silly.
Vikan, you're missing one more, dude.
I know. I'm about to get to it. Rimuru versus the Orc Lord. That's right.
Yes.
That was beautiful. The moment that Rimuru stepped in to fight, and when I hear the soundtrack playing, I'm like, okay. He took epic to the max for that fight. I would even say it's still one of my favorite fights in Slime, right up there with Rimuru versus like Hinata. Like, even I'll admit that fight was nice. But again, I can only put it so low, regrettably, is because I've only seen Slime for about like 2 months, like as of recently. But even with that, I still love it. It's again a huge love letter to the to the classic RPGs. I love the sad moments, the whimsical moments, and the epic moments. Even when the calm moments are kicking in, I thought they were very well handled. Heck, even some of that was transferred to Slime Diaries, and it actually works. So yeah, props to you, Noriyasu Agamatsu. You did good.
Fine.
I told Trey this. I'm genuinely scared for this list now.
As you should be.
Okay, well, how is your fear justified with your number 8, dude?
Oh god.
Let's jam. Oh
Dude.
no, Brandon! No, Brandon! No, Brandon!
Dude.
Number
Brandon, no! Don't do this to me, man! Brandon, come back. Come back, please.
Cowboy Bebop at number 8.
you mother.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
To play devil's advocate for Kevin, at least he actually put it on the list. I don't even have it as an honorable mention. But in my defense, I don't even remember any of the music from it besides the opening.
It's
So
so jazzy, son of
it's been years since I've seen Cowboy Bebop, so I have that excuse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you have to be mad at Trey more than me?
No,
Okay.
I don't even remember it. You clearly remember it enough to judge it.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
Rangers.
Cowboy Bebop is a very classic anime, and its music is one of the reasons why. I mean, guys, it's all jazz. Literally all jazz. I love it, you know? I love the use of the
my alley.
saxophone. Hell yeah. The use of trumpets and saxophones are great, you know? And the first episode, when we see Spike training while Jet's cooking and you hear that harmonica, you can tell this is going to be a good-ass series. I mean, it's just great. Like, a lot of music's great. And especially, I think one of my favorite tracks is when Spike's remembering Julia, that bitch. You know? Just like that somber music. Him remembering her. It was just great, you know? And it's just like a lot of the tracks are just so catchy. And god damn it, that ending with the series. I hope Spike's alive. I'm sorry. Just Spike's my favorite character. Yeah. So yeah, Cowboy Bebop is such a classic, you know. And god damn it, I want a death battle with Spike, you know, because he's awesome. So that's my number 8. Please do not fucking kill me. Kill Trey though. He forgot.
That's debatable. Go ahead.
Okay, fine. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right,
Okay,
go ahead.
this anime adaptation isn't a classic, it's recent, but the anime what it was adapting is very old and memorable. Kenji Kawai's soundtrack for Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
Oh no, Brandon. I thought Brandon was upset, but okay, good. Okay.
All right, I gotta let that slide because the Unlimited Blade Works it also has a tendency of repeating a lot of its orchestra moments, but
Yeah,
continue,
it does.
please.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely during the action scenes, but the themes it has though is really freaking good. No disrespect, no lie. Like it kind of balances this sense of like epicness, but also mystique to it, which perfectly matches with the Holy Grail War, where you have like these demigods, two of them literal demigods, duking it out in modern times. Like Archer's theme alone, it feels like, like a mysterious stranger from days of old coming in, like with a mix of guitar, but yet still like this acoustic sense to it, and it just feels really good.
Yep.
But and like how a man just like ramp up like crazy good during the actual fight scenes. Like it honestly feels like you actually are witnessing a battlefield, which it literally fucking is. And it just keeps you hyped up for these moments, but it doesn't like extend too far, like to say something like DBZ. It still perfectly keeps itself grounded where it needs to be. But what I fucking love from this, my favorite song from this soundtrack, The Last Stardust. It's fucking perfect.
Wait, when did that
You're
play
perfect.
again? I'm
It was
sorry.
when it was during Shiro's fight with Archer, when he was like walking through the flames and he's like, I will be a hero of justice.
I never watched that part. I was sorry.
Fuck, man. Dude, just look up Archer versus Shiro, okay? You'll see this.
But I don't want to see the bland character win though. Continue.
You're Kevin now.
Dude, I watch Asterisk War. How do you think I feel, buddy? On this note, once again though, like this is another. I love soundtracks that have lyrics to it, and The Last Stardust fits perfectly. I'm so glad we got some English translations to it too, thanks to the fans, and it definitely fits. Like seeing how Shiro, finds resolve, even though like he's seen his future, it's nothing but pain and despair, but he's still willing to walk down this path because the idea of saving people isn't a bad dream to fight for. You just need to balance yourself with it and not become a fucking robot with it. But that's a whole other thing. Anyway, though, Fate's soundtrack, while it repeats a lot of its music at times, it's still really solid music. And yeah, number 8.
Was that a shot at me when you're saying not be like a robot? Was that a shot at me?
No, it was a shot
no.
at it was a shot at Shiro and other characters like him, like say Deku, who just save people without any consequences to their own bodies.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I just realized Izuku's becoming Archer.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
I would
Nate.
always see that.
Nate, I'll give you another $20. Do that fan art right now. I will give you another 20. You know what? No, Brandon, Trey, pitch in.
I'm going off to number 8 right now.
Oh boy, that sounds awesome though.
All right, time to bring in a classic one that was still going, but we are going to see it make a return. It had one of the best movies I ever saw, The Big Bang Attack, Dragon Ball Super, and Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Oh, the
Wow.
composer.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
I love Dragon Ball Z soundtrack. Bruce Falconer was amazing. Just
He's
dun,
like,
dun, 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 dun. Yeah, just it's iconic. It's awesome. But Super took that and added like this sense of what mythology and like godhood would be with introducing that to Dragon Ball. I mean, come on. I mean, the scene where we saw Golden Frieza transform, you hear that like gothic choir. I'm just like, this is one of the best transformations I've ever seen. and especially what Norihito Sumitomo did with Ultra Instinct.
That
Oh my god, my jaw hit the floor.
Epic.
Just the silhouette of Goku. You hear that sharp line, zun, dun, dun, dun. Just the silhouette, and then you see the aura. Just that was so good.
Add another transformation for Goku's wallet because
I
he's
know,
got
right? Well, especially in the manga, you actually add another one to Vegeta's wallet, actually. But also is the fact that during the final fight with Jiren, Goku, Frieza, and number 17, they added in some of the original music from Dragon Ball Z. That was like, yes, fan service lettering, giving the fans a sense of nostalgia. It was so damn good, and I wish Super, honestly, yeah, Super, I'm not gonna derail it. The first arcs of Super were a joke. They were a joke.
What was the point of redoing the whole Battle of Gods and Resurrection F? What was the point of that?
Watch the movies, then the top.
Watch the movies, then jump into the Universe 6 tournament.
Yeah. But
also, when they came back to do Dragon Ball Super Broly. Oh, that score. Bardock's fall actually made me depressed for seeing the destruction of Planet Vegeta. But also, Kakarot versus Broly. That fight theme song was like a WWE wrestling match, but adding a sense of like an orchestra, cello based, and choirs.
Let's not forget about the one part.
Yes.
Vegeta.
I cannot wait to see what they're gonna do with the next movie coming out next year, and we know for a fact Dragon Ball's coming back. We know it's coming back. It's not, that's nothing new.
Even though the manga apparently is trash.
Yeah, the manga is actually they did a lot of characters dirty in the manga right now. So we'll see how that
Piccolo
goes.
actually get a good fight scene in the manga over the anime.
I don't know.
I don't know, Trey. No one cares about Piccolo anymore. That's sad.
It is. But it doesn't take away from the fact that the music still hooks me in there. So the score for Dragon Ball Super with Dragon Ball Super Broly is my number 8.
Okay, then.
Yeah. So number 7. I'm really curious now, guys.
Oh man, more rage. All right, guys, better get the water because Nate's gonna probably make us rage again.
Oh, boy. Well, for my number 7, while it's something I've been like a little more familiar with, I can only put it so low since the higher entries I just like a bit more. And I know the series as of now, it's pretty mixed, but I had to admit, Jeff Williams is very good when it comes to composing Ruby. I know.
Nice.
Okay. I'm still trying to wrap my head. You put that over, say, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh my fucking!
Oh my god, Trey just realizes that.
What? It's
At
like
least- Trey, at least Nate, listen, at least I put Asterisk 4 below Jujutsu Kaisen. Trey would understand, but now look what you've done. 3 spots above Jujutsu Kaisen is a series that is so controversial that the ending could be shit. Nate, what is wrong with you?
Let me explain. Remember what I said in Anime Wars Part 2?
No.
Whatever people love or hate Ruby, they had to admit, the soundtrack for Ruby is good.
Remember you.
Oh.
Just go, Nate. Just go, Nate. I can't forget this.
Oh my god, Trey, so. Oh my god. Trey, no.
Just go. I'm still here, but go. God damn it.
Trey, go play with a Storm or Shuri. You will calm down.
Dude, you put Ruby over Jujutsu Kaisen and Black Clover.
Oh my god.
And
Okay.
slime.
And Slime.
Yeah, but you know what? Screw it. I hit my bed. Okay, Nate, just go.
Oh my
We're still
God.
here, though. Don't worry.
I know.
Oh god.
Debatable.
It's like I said, like, I know that Ruby is very mixed. Like, that's also the reason why I had to put it low, but even with that, Jeff Williams is actually really good at composing the soundtracks. Like, when we first saw the episode first play, it definitely has that mysterious, ominous tone to it. Like, it's not super creepy or anything, it just has that mystery fantasy vibe to it, and I love it. It's that iconic. But as the series goes on, yeah, it does get whimsical, but I also think it also had some pretty good dark moments. I mean, I know I may not be the biggest fan of Ruby Volume 6, but I will admit, the soundtrack was on when we saw the apathy at the farm, though. Oh god. That's dark as hell. And even when they used the Hound soundtrack, though. Oh. And yeah, even some of the songs for Ruby, they're pretty good too. It's like I said, From Shadows is a favorite of mine, but there are other songs I like. Bad Luck Charm, Hero. Heck, even some of the other songs too that are like. At first, I was like a little bit mixed about Be Strong and Hit stuff, but after listening it a few times, it can be kind of a bop.
What about I Burn, you son of a bitch?
I ain't forgetting about I Burn though. That's also a really good song. But the other songs I do like, This Life Is Mine. Oh my god. The fact that it went from piano to rock though. Oh jeez.
I see This Life Is Mine as a sequel to It's My Turn, personally.
It is.
Yes, it is. And I love how they actually split that song in half. Like, they played it in Volume 4, and then they played the epic part in Volume 5, which, by the way, Wise versus the Lancer, that's also an underrated fight, too. But yeah, again, I can only put Ruby so low is because, well, yeah, there are times where some of the soundtrack, it basically reused, like, some parts of the openings, I will admit. That's kind of cheap in my opinion, but... And
well,
again,
Black Clover did. Well, technically, Black Clover did that. So, and Dragon Ball Super, they used the opening.
A lot of animes do that.
Yeah.
So, but even with that, I still respect Jeff Williams. Like, again, as of recently, I wish him and Casey lots of luck with their family after like what's happening. But even with that, the soundtrack for Ruby, it's actually pretty good. It's a bit nostalgic to me since I've been like listening ever since high school. So that's why I had to put it for my list.
The salt is real, guys.
Okay.
How long did we all just turn off our cameras and just left Nate here alone?
I went to get water, man. I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing.
I was still here. I just needed to.
I needed to
Calm
vent, so
down from
I had to turn
violence.
off my
I
camera.
will say though, like the later entries, I think it does get a bit more hype.
Better.
Okay, you
it
better
better.
earn our forgiveness.
Kevin,
All right.
go.
Please, 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 please don't make me miss.
Wait, what? Oh,
Railgun.
Please.
Yep.
I got it. Yes. Yay! That's it, Brandon. End the video. That's it. The video's done. Bye. Yes. Number 7.
Okay,
is
so
the
you got
soundtrack-
a coin. Is that what you want? A cookie?
Yes. Chocolate chip, please. All right, but yes, number 7 is the soundtrack of A Certain Scientific Railgun. Oh my god, I love. Okay, obviously, Trey, you know me, Brendan, and Nate are pure simps for the Railgun. Best part about it is the music. I mean, it's so futuristic, so techno. I mean, every battle we see with Misaka, it's awesome. Even with some of her friends and Kuroko, so the music's pretty good. But I had to say, some of my favorite soundtracks.
I don't remember.
Oh, I don't know. I think something with being a simp or something. I don't know. I don't remember who she is.
Yeah,
But
I don't
anyway-
remember.
Anyways, it's just like the songs are really good. And I love even the calming moments, even though they copied it from Index. Like some of the more calm themes. And god damn it, the school theme. Whenever we go to Tokyo Would Die, it's like the school theme. It's so cute. I don't know. God damn it. The scene that made me cry and that made Nate cry in season 2, when Stand Still, that song was so beautiful. Fun fact: the actress for Index actually sang that, Trey, and it was fucking beautiful, and I cried. And as well as freaking Determination when Tomo's fighting Accelerator, like all the soundtracks are just great for Railgun, you know, and it's just. I need season 4 because there's still shit in the manga we haven't gotten yet, you know?
Yep.
And even I'll say it, I want Index season 4 to see how badly they'll fuck it up. So yeah, Railgun is my number 7 here.
But I also love the whimsical soundtrack too for the comedy, especially with music out of Misaki.
Oh my god, this man, Trey, this man will not stop talking about this rivalry in Railgun. Nate broke.
Times and it was stuck in my head.
It's gotten to the point, Trey, where Nate ships Misaka and Misaki, these two rivals. He ships them, and I'm like, God
Oh wait,
damn
the
it.
telepath.
Well, she's not
The
yes.
one that alters
Yeah.
people's memories and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the one that Toma can never remember.
Oh.
Yeah.
Funny thing, Trey, told Nate this. Toma x Misaka x Misaki. That would work.
There's a
Everyone's
shit ton
happy.
of fan fiction about them.
So, anyways, Trey, what
I
do you
need
got
the
for
links to
yours?
those. All right, go ahead, Trey.
Oh yeah, I for my number 7, I probably have like the most iconic soundtrack here. Like I think you guys agree with me. Dragon Ball Z soundtrack.
Oh.
Oh, you took a step beyond Brandon. Okay. Well, time to add more salt to the bucket.
It's
It's
okay.
number
it's okay.
7. It's lucky
okay.
number 7.
Yes, I understand. I'm sorry. It's on my list, but okay, continue, please.
So, like I said, it's easily the most iconic. Like, I'm pretty sure we all remember listening to its soundtrack as we wake up in the morning on Saturdays or some shit like that. Like, like even its transition themes are very freaking memorable to that. And how, like, it feels to me like the fight themes, or even just the build up to the fights, like they're just really similar to each other, but not in a bad way. You know, like he just takes like these lines and variations of the music, just blends them together, and it works somehow. And at other times, he does something extremely drastically different, and it pays off, like Vegeta's Final Flash theme, which was fucking incredible. Easily a chill sender, like confirmed. But honestly, my favorite one, again, I'm a sucker for soundtracks with lyrics in it, and no disrespect to Bruce Faulkner, but Day of Fate is just
Son of a
fucking
bitch! The one
Yes.
where Gohan transforms Super Saiyan 2? Yes, Trey. I saw a video where they used the English dub with that song. It was fucking
Yes.
amazing. Yes, Trey. Yes.
Finally, Team 4-Star gave us what we all wanted. An English translation
The fact
to
that the
Day of
parody
Fate.
Hold on. The fact that the parody group did a better job with adaptations than the original. What is this?
Oh, well, fuck you, Nate. All right, I like the dub theme for Gohan's transformation in the dub. Okay, fuck you.
Don't get me wrong, the English soundtrack for that transformation was incredible, but I feel like the Japanese soundtrack, Day of
Oh.
Fate, it matches what was actually going on in that moment a lot better. It
No,
wasn't
I
a
agree,
moment.
I agree.
It wasn't really a moment of triumph or heroism, but a moment of defeat that Gohan had to accept. He had to sacrifice the defeat of his own pacifistic ideals to embrace his true inner strength and become a greater monster than even Cell. And the lyrics, especially in those ones, portray that feeling to it. Like some of the lines in it just makes me fucking outright terrified. Like you, oh God, I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'm probably not going to say it, but.
Oh my god, this guy's worried about copyright. It's not even his channel.
Hey, how many times has Brandon's videos got taken down?
I don't know.
You would be surprised.
Yeah. Either way, though, Dragon Ball Z soundtrack, like, I'm probably disrespecting it by putting it at number 7, but I feel like the ones I have above it are understandable to an extent.
No, that's fine, dude. You know, it's fine having Dragon Ball Z. It's not fine having Jujutsu Kaisen number 10 and then putting Ruby on top
I
of
was
number
about to
7.
say that. Like, what you're doing right now, Trey, it's tame compared to what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Mm.
so don't worry, Trey. You're fine. It's Nate we got to worry about. Good, Brennan.
Oh, is that overdone? Okay. All right. So my number 7 is that like I said, you guys probably know I'm a sucker for choir style music, but also I enjoy a sense of medieval to go along with it. And Nate, fuck you for putting it so low. Number 7 is Minako Seki, the composer for Black Clover.
Ooh. Oh, man, this is just it's all the bashing Nate episode of the videos.
because whoever decided to put this that low failed to recognize a sense of the drama that the music can also bring up, especially the fact that oh my god, when the song used when Asta and Libe. Oh, that was so good. But it's also the idea of having a sense of almost each character is like getting their own like build up song, like especially when Noelle got her Aqua Valkyrie for the first time. The score used for that and during that fight was just beautiful. But yes, I may sound like a broken record for it, but the best score used when Zagred came into play. When you hear that slow little of the synth as the elf puts the jewel in the stone, and you hear those words, "I've returned," and you just hear that orchestra build up as Zagred takes his true form. Oh yes,
That scared me, not gonna lie.
because it was supposed to. And just the whole thing, especially when Zagred's death, when both he and Liebe actually spoke to each other, and it probably has one of the best lines in mocking Zagred. You're like, that doesn't really matter. You've lost this battle. You're not about to disappear for good. Farewell, you disgrace. I was like, wow, those words cut deep for a demon like that. But the score in that fight when Zagred faced everyone. Oh my gosh. But it's also like the music works for its comedy, especially with some of the parts with Noelle and Asta when she pushes him off the broomstick.
What about the Star Festival soundtrack? Like when she was like fire her gun in the air.
Oh my god,
Oh my god, the soundtrack.
That's why I love the soundtrack, and I love Noelle as both a character and a waifu. Plus, I hope we get the anime soon because her newest form. Oh wow!
Yeah, especially with Undine's upgrade, it was great.
I want to hear the soundtrack.
I want to hear the score for Black Clover again. To bring the Black Bulls theme is probably one of the best ones I've heard for like a guild-based Magic team.
Oh my god!
I'm so excited to see what we're good or how they're gonna do it for the movie. I really want to hear what they have in store for that. Please, yeah. Black Clover, take your time. Yes, take as much time as you need, but come back. We are waiting for you. So Black Clover is my number 7.
Nice.
So, number 6. What do we got?
All right. Well, I think for like the recent soundtracks, this is where things get a little bit better. And I know that Kevin may not be like fully into the series, but Brandon, maybe you might be able to recognize this.
Oh my!
I know. Yeah, the soundtrack for Attack on Titan. I know.
No, Brandon. God damn it, Nate.
I know.
He's so salty.
It's on my list too.
Which one was it again?
It's Attack on Titan.
Oh shit! Yeah, I actually have it as an honorable mention.
I don't even have it.
That's why I said like I know that Kevin hasn't like seen the series, so that's why I teased it. Yeah, the Attack on Titan soundtrack. Oh my god, Ryoki Sawano did a great job with it. Literally, the soundtrack is the best thing about Attack on Titan. Oh man. And when we first saw that Colossal Titan for the first time in season 1, had piano and orchestra. Jesus Christ. I was watching this with some of my friends. I just looked at them and I was like, it's that mind blowing. And even when they were like doing the comical moments, oh my god, the soundtrack for most of it. It does show that it can get pretty whimsical, especially in season 3 when Sasha was like trying to fight for the meat. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Sean's fan. Oh my god. But all the other soundtracks in the series that they played, Aaron's death in season 1, the fight with the female Titan, both round 1 and round 2, the Armor Titan fight, when Levi was fighting Zeke in season 3 and season 4. They were so good. And even the dramatic parts worked so well. Especially with the moment where Aaron confronts Mikasa and Armin in season 4. Oh, God. That scene, that was the one that got me triggered, but damn, the music for that sound part was beautiful. It was like literally throwing shade at his own friends, and it showed the dread in his eyes too. It's just that epic though. But if I had to pick some of my other favorite soundtracks, it would definitely have to be from Levi versus Kenny though. Like the soundtrack for that one. Holy cow!
That was a good ass fight though, I admit.
Yeah.
First episode of season 3 started off with a fucking bang.
No joke. That was so epic. And not gonna lie, it gave me the same vibes as the Dr. Octopus and Spider-Man fight with the train in the second movie. It gave me that vibes and I freaking love it. Oh my god. And yet, I know the anime is like taking a bit of a break at the moment, but it's okay. They can take their time, but I am looking forward when it comes back. I am looking forward to see what soundtracks they're going to use for the later arcs, because, well, the manga, it did end it alright. I'm still curious at what soundtracks they're going to use for it. So, number 6, Attack on Titan.
Fuck the live action version.
Yeah, no, we don't talk about that. Hey guys, want to hear a joke? You guys want to hear what joke I just told Trey when you were talking about Attack on Titan? You guys want to know another title for Seraph of the End?
What?
Vampire Attack on Titan. Get it? It is. Like, think about it. It really is.
I got a better one.
Go on to your number 6 before I fucking kill you.
Wait. I want to hear what Trey says.
Gay Twilight Vampires meets Attack on Titan meets The Exorcist.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Hold
Okay.
on to your number 6 before I fucking kill both of you.
Oh, all right, fine. I'll get my grimoire out. Let's see.
Oh.
Yep, number 6, Attack on number 6, Black Clover.
Black Clover.
Yeah, sorry. That joke still got in my head.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay, yes. Black Clover is number 6.
Oh.
Fuck you, Nate.
I'm sorry. It's one of the recent animes I've seen.
It's fine. I just like fucking with you. Anyways, yes, Black Clover. Goddamn, the music is. I love the fantasy like music. You know, even the intro narration, like the music just sounds so uplifting. It was great. You know, and like Brandon said, Noelle speaking when she had the Valkyrie armor. But I have to give it to Yuno's Spirit Dive theme. It was actually pretty.
Oh yes,
That was beautiful.
Yeah, especially during his fight against Rill, which I still think Rill should have won. Fuck Yuno, man. Rill should have won.
Fuck Asta.
Damn.
Whoa! Excuse me, Brandon. Who had Asta at number 9 on his list, but not Yuno? Huh?
Hey
Wait
guys,
till
enough
see
fight.
the round 2 of anime protagonists.
Guys, enough fighting. We all know the true Magic King is going to be Fulgelion. Okay.
Yeah. You know what, Trey? Yeah. Fuck the orphans. It's always put Golion there. Golion.
Also, speaking of Golion, please give Golion a Spirit Dive. I want to see that. He has Salamander. Give it to him.
That's true. Anyways, but yeah, just the themes are really good. I think I especially like Merliona's fights, you know, especially when she fought all 5 of those possessed wizards. They were great. And I know we're not supposed to talk about the opening, but god damn it, the fact that we get the first opening as an OST was great. You know, especially Asta versus Libe. That was a great use of the theme. You know, so yeah, Black Clover. Cannot wait for the movie. The manga's doing great. It's my number 6.
Alrighty.
God damn it, Trey! Watch it.
Joke got stuck in our heads, I swear.
Okay, go ahead, Trey.
What do you got, buddy?
Put some respect on his name. One Piece.
No.
Oh,
No, fuck that. No, I'm out of here.
Piece, huh? All right.
Nah, I'm just kidding. One Piece actually has a lot of good themes.
Yeah, this
It
soundtrack is
fucking does. The thing about One Piece though is like I don't think you can listen to its themes like really casually like other soundtracks for other anime. But when you think of these themes, you immediately know the scenes that it played for. Like no joke. Like the very, very strongest Zoro's theme. Like, I immediately think of when he took on all the pain, Luffy's pain from Bartholomew Kuma's power, or when
No.
Shanks shows up at the last minute to stop the Marineford War arc.
What about when?
Oh.
Wait. What about when Luffy used Conqueror's Haki against all 10,000 soldiers? Okay, that was great.
Absolutely. I love one that was my favorite for a long time though. Was facing the 3 admirals, where Luffy literally faced the 3 admirals for the very first time.
Oh yeah.
Just his hunched over animalistic expression as the music just ramps up and everybody looks up in shock at this rookie facing off against these 3 titans. It's just incredible. But like in One Piece though, it doesn't just have epic soundtracks, it has like some pretty damn somber ones, like Golden Odin, which plays a lot during tragic flashbacks.
What?
You know?
What about Mary's theme, dude?
Fucking
When
hell.
she died, dude. I have that song on my playlist, and fuck you, One Piece, for making me cry over a boat.
It's literally the epitome of a send-off.
Indeed.
It's perfect.
The song that got me
Also-
hyped though was Rob Luigi versus Luffy. Oh
Yes.
my god, that fight had one of the best soundtracks. Fuck yes.
Oh, and speaking of characters, I like how like each character has like a kind of unique theme to them. Like for example, Sanji's themes, like how they're usually like, kind of like funky and upbeat or classical and jazzy and sneaky and shit like that, kind of matching how his whole theme
favorites.
gimmick is. It's like, and that's the thing about One Piece. It's like such a diverse and expansive series that it has so many different kind of music styles to match it, and that's the kind of thing I love about it. You know, with a series as long as it, like, it definitely avoids for the most part the pit trap of being too repetitive. Like, don't get me wrong, it repeats its themes, but it's like there's enough variation between the themes that's repeating that you don't notice it immediately, if that makes sense.
That's fair. I actually agree with that.
But I fucking love the theme that was used for Law's New Era speech when he killed Virgo. After
Oh.
eating the Grand Line. Oh my god, that is one of my favorite anime speeches of all time, and the music behind it just makes it all the more better.
Wait, Trey, can I ask you something? If they
Yeah.
did a spin-off with Law, would you read it?
Oh, absolutely. Like, they already did a spin-off
But
with
that-
Ace. I haven't read that yet, but like,
Wait.
yeah.
Oh,
Am
I
I-
have
It's
a
a
title.
manga spin-off.
I have a
Am I-
title
am I
for
the-
it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Brandon.
Am I the only gonna say this? The score that was used for Ace's death.
Oh, why, Brandon?
That was one of the few times I legitimately cried over an anime character.
I
That
did
actually
too. I
did
was
cry.
freaking bawling.
I'm sorry, Trey, but Ace would have been a better protagonist. I'm sorry. I like Luffy, but Ace is better.
You know what? At this point, I'm not even gonna argue with it. Just the line like,
Thank you.
"Thank you for loving me." Just
Oh,
fuck's
stop.
sake.
I keep hearing Travis Williams' voice in the dub, and it hurts me. Anyways, you want to know a good title for Law's spinoff?
Sure.
A certain surgical surgeon.
Fucking love the alliteration, dude.
Ass, get it?
You got anything else there, buddy?
ASS.
Oh, for fuck's sake! But it actually matched. Like, the dude, like, doesn't he have like death written on his fucking knuckles, and he regularly dishes out the middle finger?
I think so.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
All right, are you almost done?
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead, Brandon.
Oh my god.
Ass.
Alrighty.
Wait, what?
Oh, for
No.
fuck's
Who to
sake.
write
Oh my god.
first?
Is it me?
Yeah.
Yoshihisa Hirano and Hideki Tanuchi, composers for Death Note.
Whose name
I
did
knew
you
it the
write,
moment he
Brendan?
took out that pen. I was worried you're gonna have like a potato chip or something.
I'll take this chip and eat it.
Eat it.
Brandon, whose name did you write?
You're gonna have to wait till I tell you guys.
Ooh.
Oh
I know
God,
it's
it's
gonna be-
me.
Wait
I'll be
45
turning
seconds. But
Okay.
yeah, Death Note's music. Wow. Talk about just using music to basically give a breath of life into like a certain style of what you're looking for in a story. Just the dark gothic choir. When you see the first shot in the Shinigami world, Ryuka's just sitting there bored and he's just waiting for something to happen. And it's just when it cuts to the shot where both Ryuk and Light's heads are basically side by side and they basically agree like this world is rotten. I was just like, oh, this show is going to be dramatic, dark, but it was also just Kira's theme music when we see him writing in the notebook, writing the first time he uses it to write so many names in only 5 days. All this death, all this carnage. But it got ramped up to 11 around the second half, which I don't really like that much, when Light is on the rooftop and you just hear just silence right now as he's standing on the top of a building with Ryuk, and he states to him, "You're about to see the birth of the new world." Lightning strikes, and you hear that choir, "Senna-se-ho." I'm just like, oh, this is great. If I saw this in a movie, that would be one of my favorite shots ever. Granted, though, yes, the way the anime ended was bullshit. Okay, the ending for Death Note was bullshit, but it just uses its like atmosphere, its ambiance, its use of cello-based violins and just almost little to no other instrument besides vocals, and just giving it that sense of dread, especially when it goes like almost every single ending of the episode ends with that bass choir. I'm just, wow, this is literally taking almost religion music and giving it like a satanic kind of feel to it.
This is something interesting I just found out about the composer for Death Note. He actually composed Eden Zero recently. I
Yeah,
found that out.
yeah, he's one of the composers. It just shows that you have almost little to barely any music being done, but still get your point across of how you want to make the audience feel. And Death Note made that. Screw the last half. Fuck the Netflix movie. Just the first half of Death Note is outstanding. So Death Note is gonna be my number 6.
Why you had to mention the live action movie around me?
Trey,
Well,
now
anyways, I'll let
we're
you
still
stew on
going.
that because we'll be seeing you guys in a little bit of a break. Okay, be right back.
Damn it. I'm a pseudo-rate piece of trash.
Alrighty, so joining back into it, we're going to the big leagues, number 5. What do we have there, Nate?
Okay, number 5. Well, this is a bit of a classic. Like, it has been like a long time, but I still love the soundtrack. Cowboy Bebop.
Well, it's better than my placement.
Yeah, it is, you fucker.
Oh, fuck you too.
No, thank
Oh,
I'm
you.
out.
Oh my god, like, if people remember me from like the previous videos, I love jazz and I love blues music. And Cowboy Bebop utilized that to the fullest, as well as mixing it into like Western music. I mean, it's cowboy in the title. And all of the soundtracks, they're just like really good, like Kevin mentioned. And I think one of my personal favorites, Green Bird. Oh, that was a beautiful soundtrack. And even when things like get intense or things would get whimsical, I love how they incorporated both Western and jazz at the same time, making it epic enough. Especially around like in one of the early episodes where Spike was like trying to rescue Ein. I don't know why, but the soundtrack for that one, I was just like bopping my head to it every time. It was just so catchy. But the other soundtracks that I like though, Spike versus Vicious though. If you want to talk about like an epic soundtrack, this is it right here. Because damn, they went all out with it. And the other soundtracks I like, and it also got me a bit teary-eyed, it's when Edward and Ein leave the crew.
Oh yeah.
That made me cry because those two were good characters. I love both of them. But yeah, I got not much to add considering that Kevin already covered most of it. But yeah, Cowboy Bebop, it's a classic soundtrack, one of my favorites, and definitely one of the music I definitely listen to when I'm just want to relax.
Fair enough. So, Kev, what breaks into your number 5?
Oh, where? Here they are. Well, I gotta do something. Here's what I gotta do. I gotta make a wish. Dragon Ball Z is making a comeback.
Alrighty.
So, look, as I will admit, I like Super's themes, but Dragon Ball Z will always stick to my heart. I mean, my sister watched that show so much that she got me into anime because of that. And Bruce Falconer's themes are great. I mean, just how like the intensity of his songs are great. Like we were mentioning before, Gohan's power up theme with the Super Saiyan 2. Oh, just that dun 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 dun. That was great. But God, like especially Vegeta's Final Flash. Oh my God. Oh, cute. He named it. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh my God. I love how Team 4-Star used that theme. But I think one of my favorite themes, Ultimate Gohan's theme.
Oh.
Just when he's walking up to Super Buu and he says, "So, you want to fight Majin Buu? Like you? No, I want to kill you." I'm like, oh boy. Just the epicness of this theme. And while I do enjoy the Japanese music, I think Bruce Falconer really did great with this, you know? So yeah, it's my number 5.
Alrighty. So, Trey, what do you got?
You know, Toshio Masuda made a kick-ass soundtrack. Believe it!
What?
Naruto.
Naruto!
Oh!
You stole my thunder. That's on my list. No, hey, don't laugh, you son of a bitch.
Holy fucking hell. Okay. My soon-to-be stepbrother was watching Naruto, and I was rewatching some of the episodes with him. And not only did I realize how good part 1 of Naruto was, but I'm like, these fucking soundtracks kick ass.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I do.
Like, there's just okay. Like, I realized it when I heard Shikamaru's theme. Just the techno intro to it is like, holy fuck! What the hell? This was in Naruto. Why don't I remember this?
Because you were trying to get over the fact of them screaming Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura.
Yeah, that happens a fucking lot. But either way, though, it's still good music. Like, Jesus Christ, like the raising fighting spirit. Holy hell, like that gets you hyped. Like my favorite moment with that song it had to have been when Sasuke was fighting and he showcased his new speed for the first time, and it was like, fuck yes. Flashback, motherfucker, payback for what you did to Lee. And then you got Strong and Strike, which was an amazing song, especially when Choji became the first Genin to actually kill a person on screen. Badass right there. And even shorter ones like Turnover was fucking fantastic. But not even just that, just the music themes for like even during the funny moments, like and even Kakashi's themes is like, yeah, it just rings in your head. They sound like phone ringtones in all honesty, except Japanese and ninjanized or whatever. And even the songs for like the more inspiring moments, like when third Hokage was giving his speech about the Will of Fire, or the sad moments going on with, like, again, back to the third Hokage, his death or the deaths of other characters like Zabuza and Haku. Shit, that was actually a fucking memorable death. Damn.
Steve Bloom did great with that voice.
He did.
He did. But overall, Naruto is like easily one of just the most memorable soundtracks. And whatever you say about Shippuden and how it ended, you can never diss its music. Like, it's almost always on point.
Oh no, I agree.
True.
Wow, you stole my thunder, you son of a bitch! Damn it. Go ahead, Brandon.
All right, so going from two shonens now to another, actually.
No, don't tell me.
Yep. Let's go Plus Ultra. Yuki Hayashi, the composer from My Hero Academia.
Okay, as long as it's at least halfway, that's fine.
Because if you want to talk about like overall like an anime that could probably compete with Marvel with how like badass their themes are, My Hero Aka is that. Okay? The You Say Run theme. Oh my god, I listened to that when I'm, no pun intended, I listened to that when I was running at the gym. Okay?
4 different versions of it. 3, one of it being fan made. It's fucking incredible.
It's overall just fantastic. Plus, it's just the melodramatic style, especially the theme song, You Too Can Be a Hero, when All Might tells that to Deku, and just that hopeful choir in the background is just, wow. But I can't excuse the fact, though, the villains also have really good theme songs.
Yeah,
All for One.
Yeah.
Oh
Even
my
though
god, that guy is like, the themes literally sent chills down my spine when he came onto the scene in season 3.
All for One and Steam's themes are easily my favorite for the villains.
But also, we can't really also talk about the villains without mentioning the last bit, Stain's speech.
Yes.
There's only one person who
That
can
can
kill
kill
me.
All Might is worthy.
Woo.
Oh my god, My Hero just nails it with how much of the tone they want to send. Just tell that hero society is basically, it's what it is, but it's fractured, it's broken. And when we heard Might You, all for
Brandon.
Overhaul versus Deku.
Brandon, don't ruin it. We all have our My Hero Academia as well.
Dude, that theme song gets me every single time. They use it again in basically the second movie.
Yeah,
Again.
Heroes Rising.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that double Detroit smash was great.
That was
So
that.
why it had to be Kotsky though? I don't understand.
Also, like, I will say this, like the second episode of season 5, when we actually see the backstory of One for All and All for One. In the manga,
Yeah.
it was really good, but when you saw it animated with All for One's theme in the background, he was literally the mob boss of all villainy. People can blame him for like all the villainy, but here's the thing: he even said that in that monologue. I simply give you the tools. It falls onto you how you must use them. I was like, he's right. He's totally right. It wasn't him that forced this. It was society that kind of made them to what they are.
Mhm.
With Tomura, with Toga, with Dabi, with everyone. All the villains we know, it's the Hero Society basically put them in that position. Which is why I feel for a lot of the villains. But my god, as soon as we heard Eric Vale's dub laugh in the moment to come in season 5, when we saw that explosion, we hear that creepy laugh and the creepy violin strike.
Like that. That was great.
Oh, Eric Vale, you are my dude for Tomura.
And I got his autograph.
We met him. It was so cool.
Yeah, and he even said that Brandon could be a good Goku Black.
He actually did. He actually thought I sounded better than Sean Schemmel. His words, not mine.
All right, are you done?
So yeah, My Hero Academia is now on the list at the halfway mark at number 5.
Would have been better if it was higher, but okay.
Nate? What do you got for number 4 there, Nate?
Well, this is a bit awkward, but Brandon, you stole my thunder. My Hero Academia.
Yeah, now you know how I feel about Trey.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wow, Trey, you son of a bitch.
Like I said, I am a superhero fan, and when I hear the soundtrack from My Hero Academia, you want to know what got me invested in after 2 episodes? You Say Run. Like, that soundtrack alone got me invested into the series. And it's not just that one, too. All the other characters' themes and, like, all the other moments that we're playing, they were so good. Especially the soundtrack during Uraraka and Bakugo's fight. That soundtrack was just really good and emotional at the same time. And I remember, like, Nicholas and Kevin told me, like, maybe you could, like, probably change, like, the fighting format. I'm against that because not only it sets up Uraraka's development, but it was just an iconic moment. Heck, I even almost consider that fight for anime fights list because it was just that good. But there were other soundtracks too that were like also good too. Oh, Night Eye's Dev soundtrack.
Oh.
Even though he only appeared in one arc, he was such a great character. Oh. Of course, like Yuzuku and Bakugo fighting season 3, that soundtrack was awesome too. And oh my god, Hero 2, that song was a freaking banger. It was so good.
Yes.
Like, seeing that in the manga, it was alright, but when we got the anime version of it, they went all out with it. And they got like an English singer to do that too. That's actually really cool. It's like with Might You. Oh my god. And again, Might You. At first I was skeptical about it, but after listening to it a few times, it was just so beautiful. To the point where people started using Might You goes with everything. And a bit of a sidetrack, my favorite version of Might You is when they played it with Vegeta's Sacrifice. Oh.
Wow. I actually see that now.
Oh,
it
shit.
works so well.
I need to check it out then. I
Yeah,
love those kind of videos.
it was so good. And all the other soundtracks, even with the whimsical ones, they're also pretty good too. It's like you said, like the comedy, they write themselves, especially with the soundtracks as well. Oh my god. But yeah, I got not much to say since Brandon pretty much covered most of it, but My Hero Academia, definitely one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard.
Yes.
Definitely made props to Yuki Hayashi.
Oh, hugely.
Man, everyone's
got
stealing
there,
everyone's
Kev?
thunders. Man, all this thunder's being stolen. You know what? I'm gonna steal another thunder. Hopefully, no one else has it. I don't give a shit, guys. 3 cheers for Fairy Tail.
Oh.
It's honorable mentions for me.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. It's fine, Trey. I know you don't like Fairy Tail. All right, so.
He's making it
Don't deny it, Trey. All right. Anyways, yes, Fairy Tail is my number 4 because, god damn it, this show. You guys know I'm a Fairy Tail simp. I'm trash. Okay, I'm trash. But still, this series was good for what it's worth. I mean, the magical. Okay, it's gonna be cliche. The things are magical. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, I said it.
Yeah.
I mean, the classic Fairy Tail theme just. Like that was really great. Like when fight scenes happen, I just love how like it just has this medieval theme, you know, just even the casual moments in the guild, like it's just like do like just, it was great. But when the fights happen, like they get hyped. Some of my favorite themes includes Lightning Flame Dragon Roar.
Yeah.
Awesome. The Salamander theme. and Urza's theme, the Titania. Those were great. I mean,
my other favorite theme is like when they play Fairy Tail's theme, but in the Tengu Island version. That was
oh
so
yeah, against freaking Hades. That was great.
Oh, that was so good.
Damn it. The songs for sad moments, Lizana's death, the goodbye of Fairy Tale when it was destroyed by Phantalord, Igneal's death.
Oh.
Dude, I wanted to die when I just heard that theme and saw that scene. It was great, you know.
Dragons.
I know, and even though yes, we could show him the Alvarez arc, some of the music's pretty good. Some of the music's pretty good. Even though Alvarez was complete trash, it should never have even existed in the first place.
First half
Still.
was fine. The second half, after Irene shifted
It
the
was pretty much
continent, was like
Ex Machina to the max.
fucking hell.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was like Deus Ex Machina, like, okay, we're gonna push you up for a little bit until we need you again.
It's so weird though. Like they ended with Gajo's death, which was perfect, and they really bring him back, and I'm like,
God damn it.
damn it.
It was like, okay, I was fine with the Gashio thing, but the Baccarat thing, oh my god, what the hell? It's
I
ridiculous.
know. All right, but anyways, yes. So yes, we can show on Fairy Tale all we want, but still, the music's really great. I want to see Eden Zero only when it comes on Netflix. I'm lazy, okay? So yes, number 4 is Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale's number 1.
Yeah, you're gonna
Okay.
love the soundtrack for Ian Zero. It's really good.
Yeah, better. Because if it's the same trash as Fairy Tale, then I've given up on Hiro Mashima.
It's not the sign, Nate.
Whoops. Been a while, okay?
Like,
He's
what,
calling us a
what,
loser.
you want to hang loose there, buddy?
Oh my god, Trey, go, please.
All right, let's talk Demon Slayer.
Oh,
Oh my
Oh,
I'm not
yeah,
mad.
I
I'm
did,
not
I did,
mad.
I did trigger your ass with that one.
Yeah, you did. Now you know
Hey,
why.
Brandon, like it was less tame from how I did, okay? But
Oh yeah.
being an old joke at this point, let's move on.
All right.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. Demon Slayer, in a way, revitalized my love for shonen anime. Because
That's
by the time I
bullshit.
watched, no, I'm being serious. Like by the time I watched Demon Slayer, like I was on the verge of becoming one of those people that would shit on shonen anime for just being too predictable and stuff. God damn, I'm cringing at the thought of it. But no, like it was like right off the heels of Fairy Tail's ending, and I was kind of disappointed. Then I watched Demon Slayer, and I'm like, this is why I actually like shonen.
Yeah.
Like this is why I like Fairy Tail. This is why I like My Hero Academia. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? But of course, its soundtrack is goddamn incredible. Like the water breathing theme that plays whenever Tanjiro pulls off another demon kill.
Yeah.
It's just like it literally feels like trickles of raindrops of water as it builds up the tempo and then fully caps it off with just one clean slice. It's fucking great. And you have stuff like Zenitsu's theme, and, where he pretty much like loses his shit against a spider demon and cuts him in two. That was a pretty cool moment. Kyojiro's theme, like it's literally like just it feels like a marching band of fire, in a way. Is the best way I can describe it.
Oh, Superhero.
But of course, we have to talk about the song that I put it on Twitter. Tanjiro no Uta.
Oh.
When they played it during the forest part. Oh.
It's literally the theme of Demon Slayer at this point. Like, no joke.
More so than the actual opening music.
It is.
Yeah, and Lisa makes incredible music. So
Yeah.
for this song to outshine Gurenge, it's fucking amazing in my honest opinion.
I'm legit curious about how this is gonna handle in season 2.
I'm excited. Like I am
Same.
excited for whatever's gonna happen. From what I'm hearing of it, like it feels like very like just what's a good way to describe it? Like the tambourines and the percussion that's playing with it, like in that trailer during the Red Light District. Like I don't know.
Yes.
It's making something different.
They're bringing in like almost like an actual. They're bringing in more like a country and also like an actual Japanese style to it.
That's really good, especially with the timeline.
Fuck yeah. It feels like anime Ghost of Tsushima with its soundtrack,
Yes.
which is a good way to describe it. But yeah, Demon Slayer, its music is incredible. What were you saying, Kevin?
Except the story in Demon Slayer is so bland compared to Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, I can't.
Yep.
I can't argue that.
I can't argue with that either.
But still, though, I have most of its soundtrack saved in my playlist on YouTube. It's fun and just really memorable, in my honest opinion. So yeah, that's Demon Slayer number 4.
Nice. So my number 4 is going off to one of my all-time favorites way back when. I talked about this show every single day when I was in high school. And because
One Piece.
we give our hearts.
Oh.
Damn, I thought it was One Piece for a minute.
No, it's Hideyoki Sawano, the composer for Attack on Titan.
Oh my god.
I like how Trey got triggered.
Why you made that disappointed look? I
No,
thought
no,
it
no.
would be number 5 or something, but yes.
No, I'm not disappointed. I was like, yeah, I knew it.
I was towards Brandon when he made that.
Attack on Titan it was literally what I thought. I didn't even think that dramas can get any better. And people think that Attack on Titan is not a drama. It is a drama. It's a drama, action, horror series. It's literally almost taking every idea of the genres and putting it in the anime. The very first episode is a freaking horror movie right out of the gate.
Mhm.
That eerie just slow piano of when you hear a bolt of lightning come from outside the wall and you see a hand on the top, just crushes it, slowly building up to the big crescendo when the colossal titan rears its head.
Yes.
And that choir just belched out. Oh my god, I actually had goosebumps watching that episode. But it was also just the drama. Why I say it's a drama series. Vogel and Griffiths was actually funny because the composer actually worked with a German style orchestra. A lot of the stuff you hear is actually some German music being used in Japanese. Gary no Yumiya is actually being used in Latin, Japanese, and German languages. Who'd have thought that? But yes, when Eren unlocked his Titan transformation for the first time, and just you hear that soft orchestra when he's in the belly of the beast, literally. But then when he basically pulls a fist out of the thing's mouth and bursts out from its back, bloodied, steamy, and lets out the first Titan roar we'll hear for the entire series. It was just so good. And just also the call to arms piece of the soundtrack, where General Pixis is actually giving one of the best speeches of military I've seen, talking about a way to use Eren's new abilities to plug a hole with his Titans by holding a boulder on his back, literally being the Atlas of Greek mythology in the anime. And just the big build. I was like, wow, this is like a legit call to arms, calling a military to join the fight. I love Attack on Titan so much, even though it's kind of had hit and miss with some parts, especially in season 3 and especially in season 4. The manga ended in a way that I didn't like, and they fixed it a little bit, just not as much.
Yeah, it was alright.
The soundtrack is what really hooks me into watching Titans beat the ever-loving shit out of each other. Attack on Titan is my number 4.
Wow.
So yeah, big 3 time, guys.
Alright, well, number 3. Sorry if I get the position wrong, but let's see if you might recognize this.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
The soundtrack for Code Geass, baby!
Oh.
Oh, wow. I
Ooh.
was expecting it actually to be
Ooh.
number 2 or number 1. I will be honest, man.
Ooh.
Honestly, this was the hardest part, because number 3, 2, and 1, they were like the easiest choices for number 1. They're all good. Like Code Geass, like, holy cow. The soundtrack for Code Geass was beautiful. And the first episode, when Lelouch gained that Geass power and he used it, it's literally, that soundtrack alone is literally the main theme of Code Geass with that. Easily. And all the other soundtracks are like pretty good. Even like in the whimsical moment, it still has that mysterious eeriness for some reason. And even like the funniest ones, like the most comical one, when everyone was like searching for Arthur the cat. That soundtrack just makes me laugh every time I hear it. But when it gets epic enough, or even common enough, especially with the song All Hail Britannia.
Oh yeah.
That song is one of my favorites. And I listen to it every time and I never get tired of it. But there were other moments in that soundtrack that made me love it. When Lelouch used the Black Rebellion strategy at the end of season 1.
Oh.
That soundtrack, it's so good. The other one that I really love is when Lelouch returns as Zero in season 2. That orchestra building up. That was so big. And yeah, I know people don't like Rolo, but I will admit that song, what they used for his death, it was actually pretty sad and beautiful. I had to admit, it's actually nice. And when Lelouch finally beats his own father, oh my god, that soundtrack. That is literally godlike. Lelouch literally became a god at this point, even though he doesn't want to be. And of course, Zero's Requiem around the end of season 2. Oh. I mean, you want to go down like a hero in a way, that's it right here. Oh my. Even to this day, when I look at that soundtrack, it's still good. And it definitely embodies why I love Lelouch. It's just that good. And of course, yeah, Shirley's death in the season 2. That, not gonna lie, I get teary-eyed and I cry every time I look at that scene. Even I'll admit it. And it is weird that they're still continuing Code Geass because I felt like the movie had a good conclusion. But I will still check it out to see what it has to offer, and I'll definitely check out what soundtrack they're going to use for it. That's my number 3.
No, yeah, thumbs up for me, man.
Kataro, Nagatawa.
Damn.
What do you got there after that, Kev?
You're not alone. Yep, My Hero Academia.
Oh.
Cocksuckers. Wait a minute. Wait, Nate, My Hero was number 4 for you, right?
Yeah.
Brandon, number 5 for you, right?
Yes.
5, 4, 3. No, but yes, My Hero Academia. It's a really heroic series. Pun intended. The music's great. I mean, guys, we're not talking about Endeavor's theme, Jet Say You, did we? Because god damn it, that was a great theme, especially when you used Prominence Burn. Well, that was great. And god damn, like even Katsuki's theme, Shoto's theme, they were really great. One of my favorite themes though, or one of the favorite songs, Hero 2 by Kyoko Jira. That was great. I mean, seriously, I wanted to fucking quit. God damn it, Baxter! Sorry, hang on. What? Sorry, it's a fucking dog. Anyways, yeah, it's such a great series with such great music, and I don't know, it's just there's nothing else I could say about it since you fuckers said it more than me. So yeah, that's my number 3.
All right, there, Trey. On that triple note, what is yours?
Trey, you're still mute.
Damn it. God damn it. I'm sorry.
You're good.
My number 3 is currently my favorite ongoing shonen in Shonen Jump right now. You know it's Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Wow, isn't that a shocker? Wow. I'm being a dick about it, but wow.
I can tell the
It's
a shocker,
shocker
it's
is me putting at number 10.
No, it's a shocker. It's number 3. You're going to be surprised when my number 1 is.
Oh, okay.
Fairy Tale.
But no, Jujutsu Kaisen though, like A good way I feel I can describe its soundtrack is urban. Like, I don't know why, it just feels very urban. Like, it has themes you would listen to, like if you just turned on the radio right now. Like, it has themes of rock, hip hop, slow tracks, and all that shit. Like, it just feels very modern, and I love that. Like themes that really stick out to me is like, for example, the theme that was playing after while Hanami is exchanging blows with Yuji and Toto. It sounds
Oh.
something straight out of Persona 5.
I was wondering why it gave me that similar vibe. It took me that long to figure it out.
Yeah, and Kevin brought it up earlier. Like, I think it was the overtime theme that was playing when Nanami first busted out against Mahito and punched that sewer wall. Dear God, I wasn't expecting a theme to ramp up, especially for a character like Nanami.
And
Nope.
that made me love Nanami, man. Oh, man.
hmm And I like Megami's theme too, especially when it's playing when he's declaring his internal beliefs about morality and how he's trying to tip the scales in people's favor before Yuji's death. And I think that plays immediately after with Yuji's death is equally sad and tragic. Of course, let's not forget things like Your Battle is My Battle, the theme that played for Gojo and Megami when they're unleashing their power. Just like Kevin, you called it hopeful. To me, it's both in a way awe-inspiring but also terrifying, seeing how much joy they get from just dominating their opponents with their sheer
Yeah.
power.
Well, that's what the villains get, so fuck them.
Yeah, true. And of course, there's Remember, and Jujutsu Kaisen owns all the other anime by basically making a music video officially published by the own studio.
Anime? What the fuck?
I don't know why. I'm sorry. I meant anime.
It's
They're-
okay.
But like the fact they made Remember into a music video free to access on YouTube whenever you want, knowing how strict Japan usually is with their copyright laws and shit, it's
Yeah.
like, damn, I love it. Anyway, though, Jujutsu Kaisen, its music, its themes, it's incredible as hell, and it's perfect for this anime that does its manga justice. I am excited for whatever they have for the upcoming movie for Volume Zero. What theme they're gonna play when Yuta gets a chance to show off. I'm
I
excited.
can't wait.
I cannot
He's
wait.
better than Yuji. Fight me.
I will not fight you on that. Yuta's easily one of my favorite
Without a
characters.
doubt.
Damn it. How can I trigger you? All right, go ahead, Brendan.
All right, so my number 3 is one that I introduced to 2 people here, but I'm probably the only really big fan of this right now. Because you who have dwelt in the sins of man come to dwell now in the blue blood you soaked. The composer Michiru from the anime Jiran, Princess of Blood and Snow.
Oh, I was thinking it was Housing for a moment there.
Yeah, same.
No, yeah. Here's the thing. I'll be honest. Hellsing is actually not on my list. Actually,
Okay.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Its soundtrack isn't the highlight of it.
but this is the reason why I also liked Demon Slayer's soundtrack, because it's using authentic Japanese instruments. And just the very first scene you see, Saya, the main protagonist, is standing on a beach, staring at a beast. You don't really see what it is. Holding a sword, and her white raven comes down onto her arm, transforming her into this demon souls like huntress kind of thing. But the music is what really is. It's just boom, boom, and it's just like very slow, almost like a standoff, until it gets to the chorus. Just oh man, it's also when it gets to the fight scenes. If you guys ever watch this, trust me, you guys, you will like it. If you like Demon Slayer, some parts of Akame ga Kill, and other stuff in that genre, you will like it. But when it gets to the fights, it adds this sense of urgency. It adds this almost like dark style of almost like hand-drawn, almost like comic book movies we would think of, like old comic movies like Batman Mask of the Phantasm, or hell, even Batman Under the Red Hood. It adds that sense of dread and just unease. especially it's really good when it plays both the opening and the opening soundtrack mixed together for one final climactic shot in a fight. It was awesome. I really hope they do a season 2 because it ends on a way that you could continue the story. As a quote says, I may be spoiling it, as the snow does melt, a journey is never far from over. So I'm hoping that it does a season 2, and I'm really hoping that we would get some more out of that. So a new title is now making its way pretty high on this list, if I do say so, but it's very, very nice. Jiran, Princess of Blood and Snow's soundtrack is my number 3.
Wow.
Yeah. Alrighty. Number 2.
Well, not much for dialogue except this. Yep. Akira Senju, the composer for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Nice.
Yes.
You see why I had like a hard time trying to figure out what would be my number 1 for the big 3?
Yep.
Oh boy. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I love the soundtrack for the original Fullmetal Alchemist. It's great. But Brotherhood soundtrack? It's like what they took from the original and they brought it out to the max. It was just so good. In the first episode, when we get to see the introduction to Edward Elric, facing off against that ice alchemist, I keep forgetting his name.
Who cares?
Yeah. When we first heard that soundtrack, oh man. Talk about starting off with a bang. And it gets better from here. And oh my god, all the other soundtracks that were played, and yeah, freaking Show Tucker, what you did to your daughter, that soundtrack made me cry and rage at the same time. But Scar's theme, though.
Best anti-hero. Best anti-hero. Fight me.
I have Lelouch, you know.
And Accelerator, son of a bitch.
But anyways, all the other soundtracks in Brotherhood that they were used, they were so good. Meizu's death, yeah, it's pretty sad. But the fight scenes that they use, oh my god. Edward versus Greed. Greed, Ling, and Lock. Whenever like Greed, Ling, and Logfon, or any people from like that country, that thing was so awesome. It felt so Chinese and very epic enough. I love it. And of course, like, I had to admit, when Father first appeared in the series and killed off the first Greed, that soundtrack sent chills down my spine. And of course, the soundtrack that was used for Edward versus Pride, Edward versus Father, and of course, Scar versus Wrath.
Yes.
That soundtrack, it got me to the edge of my seat. It was that good. And even like the most peaceful and calmful and whimsical moments, they did some good too. And even the song Brother, that song was so beautiful, especially in the English. Oh my god, that was just a great soundtrack. But I think another dark soundtrack that legitimately gave me goosebumps is when we first saw Pride in that series.
Oh.
Literally, the moment that Hawkeye put the pieces together and when Salim reveals himself as the first homunculus. Oh my god, that's nightmare fuel right there. The little boy can make me afraid.
Puts those twins from The Shining to shame, in all honesty.
Yeah.
No joke. But yeah, that's my number 2. The composer for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. It is godlike to me. That's why it's one of my favorites.
Nice.
That it is, man.
Nice.
Alrighty, Kev, what do you got?
I, Lelouch Britannia, tell you to like this spot on my list. Yes, Code Geass. Wait, Brandon, it's not a mental link?
No, it's not.
Fuck! I thought it would. Damn it. Oh, well, yes. So, Code Geass, man, this series was great. And the music. I mean, the intensity of the music, the orchestra, it was great. It felt godly. I mean, when Lelouch announced himself to the world, that was great. And god damn it, just some of the fight scenes with the Nightmare Frames were great with the songs, I think I especially liked when Colin was able to use the wings for the first time and kick some ass. Oh, she's my best girl, so what do you expect, But god damn it, Shirley's death still pisses me off.
It's me.
No, it's because Rolo was a piece of shit. I don't care about Rolo, so when she died, I was like, Rolo, if you die, I will be happy. And he did, and I was happy.
Even though I will admit the song used for Rolo's death, it was good too. So
it was good. It's just I didn't care about the character enough. But goddamn, yes, the best part was when Lelouch rejected his father and mother.
That was
great.
God,
I know. So yeah, Code Geass it's a perfect anime, and this soundtrack is perfect. Go ahead, Trey.
Damn. All right, Trey, what do you got?
My number 2 spot goes to My Hero Academia.
Oh my! Are you
5, 4, 3, 2?
If Nicholas was here? If he was number 1, then damn it, that would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome.
Oh well.
Yes, it is number 2 because, as you guys have stated, its soundtracks is just—they're pretty much fucking memes at this point. And this is where you're like, you know how many You Say Run goes with everything videos there are?
Yes.
God damn.
It's a literal meme.
Out of my drink.
But still, though, I love its themes, and how some of the themes even have dynamics or even parallel each other. Like My Hero Academia is parallel central, and I love how All For One's theme is literally the exact reverse and opposite of All Might's theme. It's so fucking fitting. I love each versions of You Say Run. I love the original version. Jet Set Run is easily my favorite, and I have declared to be Izuku Midoriya's theme, of course. You Say Run version 3, which is literally just taking the original You Say Run and combining it with Bakugo's theme, Bombing King. Like, holy hell, even though they played it during Mirio's fight, they should have played it during the rematch between Deku and Katsuki. That's my honest opinion.
That would fitting.
Yes. And I love Trinity's theme song that plays, I believe, when Shoto shows up to help with Stain, and when All Might busts through that wall like the Kool-Aid Man. Say Bakugo. And of course, I love Bakugo's theme. It's fucking incredible too. Like, Jesus Christ, it sounds so similar to Trinity that you can literally connect it. And Might Plus You, it does a great job of selling the sheer importance of saving Eri and how much Izuku's trying to reach out to her, And Hero 2, it's literally a celebration of My Hero Academia. We need more songs like that, more songs that just praises the series itself, instead, because there's too much of things people shitting on series, just enjoy it, just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm going to be a hypocrite because I'm going to immediately shit on My Hero Academia with my number 1 choice.
Oh boy.
All right, so my number 2 then, huh? We're finally getting to one of my isekais now. Actually, I'm surprised it took this long to get there, because I'm the fearsome yet fair Ainzul Gao.
Oh, I thought that'd be number 1.
Shuji Katayami, the composer for Overlord.
Brandon, I feel like Overlord. This one is Nate's number 1, honestly, based on how he's reacting.
You'll see.
Just again, I love choir style music, and Overlord delivers on that. Every time when you walk into the throne room and you see Ainz on the throne, you just hear that choir playing in the background. No, I'm just, oh wow, they take the idea of medieval style RPG gaming and they give it a sense of fantasy. They give it a sense of realism in what it is to be in that world, especially Supreme Lord of Death. That soundtrack plays every single time Ainz unleashes his power.
Not gonna lie, the soundtrack gave me Dark Souls vibes, and that's a compliment.
Oh yeah. As soon as I heard the soundtrack play with someone who I wanted to see him just torture Clementine. How I love that quote. But in the end, death by blade, death by broken bones, death by crushing. There really is no matter the difference. Either way, you die. And it's just that the crescendo just hits right there. And he just easily just crushes her. And I love the little joke he has.
We do.
I just love the joke he has there. Like, sorry, try as I might be, I have a tendency to be hypocritical. I love the fact that he takes himself so serious, but he has that sense of comedy. And the comedy does really work, especially with the soundtrack. Season 3, when everyone supposed to have a day off. Oh my god, that was hilarious. And
I
then
love the scene that was playing with Albedo, Shaltir, and Aura. That was so good.
even the soundtrack when Ainz had to use Shaltir as a chair. It just flows nicely, especially when Albel just leaves the room just to punch a hole in the wall.
Aura, I accidentally bumped myself into a wall and created a crater. Do you mind fixing that?
No biggie. Oh my god, it's just. But when the series gets dark, it gives you that sense that Ainz is this overall supreme lord of death, a supreme being, the sorcerer king. Just, I am so happy we're getting a movie in season 4. I cannot wait to see him again.
And hopefully the movie isn't a recap.
Hopefully it's not, but that's why I will say, as much as I love some of the other isekais like Slime and some of the others, Overlord is my favorite isekai. I love Overlord so much, I can't take it away from that spot.
It's so weird how my favorite isekai was Overlord and now it's Slime.
So, the big skeleton bony boy from Overlord with its amazing soundtrack is my number 2.
Nice.
Alrighty, guys, time to go get a mixing going because we got the honorable mentions. What soundtracks didn't really make the cut, but we still enjoy listening to them. Nate, if you would please.
Kevin Petton, Rising of the Shield Hero.
Tiger and Bunny.
Vinland Saga.
Hiroki Tsutsumi, Akashic Records of a Bastard Magic Instructor.
Yoshihisha Hirano, Eden Zero.
Overlord.
Shuji Katayama, Overlord.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Takayuki Hattori, Godzilla Planet of the Monsters.
Yuki Kachikura, Goshina, Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
Ruby.
Audio Highs, Gintama.
I need to watch Gintama so badly. I tried to get into it, but it was so
You
long.
haven't seen Gintama? What is wrong with you?
I know.
And yet he watches freaking.
If anyone hasn't watched
One Piece.
Gintama, watch fucking Gintama, man. I love Gintama.
I'm sorry, it's like One Piece. It's too goddamn long. Unlike One Piece, it doesn't have a story. It's just funny.
It actually does have a story. I know that much into it.
Oh,
You just
fuck off,
have to
Trey.
Stick
All right.
around for it.
Oh, fuck off. Let's continue.
All right, Nate.
Makoto Yoshimori, Durarara.
Seraph of the End.
Fairy Tale.
Yu Miyazaki, The Asterisk War.
Hiro Sugisu, Bleach.
Dr. Stone.
Attack on Titan.
Ryoyuki Sawano, Kabaneri and the Iron Fortress.
A certain scientific accelerator.
Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Susumu Hirasawa, Berserk.
Karuwada, he made Princess Cat Demon.
Warlords of Sir Drifa.
Ryosuke Nakashini, DXD, Born.
Datya Kato, Food Wars.
Inuyasha.
Masaru Yokoyama, Fate Apocrypha.
Taku Iwasaki, Bongo Stray Dogs.
Bungo Stray Dogs.
Taku Iwasaki, Irregular at a Magic High School.
Irregular at Magic High School.
Natsumi Tabuchi, My Next Life as a Villainess.
Toriyasu Agematsu, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime.
That time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Abanoa, BNA Brand New Animal.
Digimon Adventure 2020.
Hayato Matsuo, Hellsing Ultimate. Number one. What is the number one soundtrack, guys?
Dude, seriously.
Well, for my number one, it's something that people didn't expect, but I still love this anime mainly for its soundtrack. And I say it with the name, Masaru Yokoyama, the composer for Your Lie in April.
Oh.
Suck.
I had to add it into my list. The soundtrack is just beautiful. That's how I can describe it. Because when we get to see the first episode, oh my god. When we get to see Kosei in like the music room for the first time trying to write music, it's pretty subtle, but it's also very tearjerker at the same time. But the soundtrack that played when Kosei first met Kaori, oh man. That was so beautiful. And most of it comes from a freaking toy. A freaking music toy. And yet she can make it so beautiful. But when we get to hear Kaori play the violin for the first time, oh my god. No joke, that was the moment that I fell in love with the character. That moment right there. And as the series goes on, yeah, it does have its whimsical moments, especially when like Kosei and Kaori are like either like bickering, or when one of Kosei's friends saw Kaori in his room. Oh my god! Talk about wrong consumption. Well, what I also love about the soundtrack for Your Lie in April is that it literally combines Mozart with Don Giovanni's music. They took the classic opera music and the classic, Broadway music, and they combined it into anime. That is so good. I know that like Mozart has been like used often, but it's been used for a reason. And oh my god, all the other scenes that made me cry. The moment where Kosei's PTSD resurfaced, his backstory, and the hospital scene on the rooftop.
Stop.
I know. And sorry, but when he read the letter to in the final episode, oh my god. Listening to those soundtracks alone, it just gets me teary-eyed way more than the openings and endings. It's literally that beautiful. And even though it may have one season, that soundtrack made a big impact for me in my life. Because most of the time back then, I was only into like jazz, blues, rock. But Your Lie in April, it had that big impact on me as it got me interested in other genres of music. And it made me appreciate the other types of genres way more. That's why I had to pay respect to it. That's why I love the soundtrack, and that's why I had to put Your Lie in April at number one. Props to you, Masaru Yokoyama. You're a freaking genius for making it And damn it, you made me pull my heartstrings a lot.
Yes,
All right, we gotta move
buddy.
on here because this is really depressing.
Yeah, moving on, buddy. What do you got?
Well, like I said, Trey stole my thunder.
Hey,
Yeah, Naruto. I can't do the hand signs. Okay, they're too complicated.
you tried. That's all that matters.
Look at Nate. Look at Nate.
All I can do is
Stop
the
it.
tiger sign, and I think the boar sign. Fuck, I don't
Okay,
know.
stop.
Whatever
You're making
it
me
is.
feel self-conscious is more than I already feel. So yes, it's Naruto. Naruto is one of the first anime I saw. I remember when my friend bootlegged Naruto vs Sasuke for me, and I watched it and I loved it. And like Trey said, the music is so hype. Like, what was that song? The Inner Strength, I think. What was it,
Chicken
Trey?
fighting spirit, I believe.
Oh yes, I love that. Just like do 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 do, like that. That always got me hyped. And goddamn it, I think Naruto has arguably one of the best sad themes. You know, I think it really does. Like, I know that's really hard to say, but it's really good. Come on, like you gotta feel for Zabuza when he died,
Yeah.
and you gotta feel for the third Hokage when he died, even though he was a piece of shit. And like, let's be honest, like the third Hokage was pretty trash. Like, he could have done more to help Naruto and Sasuke. Instead, he just put him alone. So yeah, he's kind of trash. Still,
I like him a lot though.
no. It's like he's not a bad guy. It's just he's really dumb.
Like
He's
All
really
Might.
silent.
This awkward silence.
um,
It's a cricket sound.
anyways, yeah. So Naruto's themes are so good. I love the Japanese and Chinese instruments they play with them. It's just really good. And god damn it, I wish the series didn't go downhill as much as it did. Even though so yeah, that's my number one.
Alrighty. All right, Trey. You've been talking. You've been waiting to buy a chance to say like yours is the god of soundtracks. What is it, buddy?
I don't think it's that. I think I'm curious. Go.
I'm legit curious to find out what it is.
Take all that shit I said about respecting soundtracks and other anime series, and throw it out the window, because this soundtrack, like its anime, transcends itself. It transcends the memes it creates. It has class. It has style. And it knows when to get a little bit bizarre. Yes, Yugo Kanna's soundtrack for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Dude.
Why is this not a surprise? That is honestly not a surprise, Trey.
I knew it.
JoJo motherfuckers.
Okay, to any viewers, to you three, if you're questioning my decision on why it's the best soundtrack, Giorno's theme Il Vento de Oro.
Oh yeah.
Fucking saxophone.
I never heard it.
Look it up. It is
And
fucking
listen to it.
fantastic. It is just like, holy shit. It puts things like you say run, your battle is my battle. Hell, Tanjiro's theme, it fucking kills in comparison. Like, there's very few anime where you can bop your head to seeing people punch the shit out of people with punch guns. Like,
Or just be bizarre. Like,
absolutely. It's just, and I loved each of the separate unique themes for each JoJo and how it encapsulates everything their character's about. Like the triumphant classical hero type theme for Jonathan Joestar, the funky, bizarre, wacky beats for Joseph, the kind of cool, stone cold Western theme for Jotaro, which is also equally cool because he's inspired by Clint Eastwood.
Yep.
The kind of rock element and a bit of techno, or at least like kind of pop or R&B.
I think it was also like the synthesized for it as well.
Yeah, it's there for Josuke, and as I said, like Giorno, it's just jazz, or not jazz. Like, how can I describe it? God damn it! Like, it feels like you're listening to something like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's just like, it's Italian. It's vaguely Italian. Like, I don't know what the fuck.
I was going to
else
say
to
funk music, but yeah.
But that's not all I love about it. It's like the themes it plays for even some of the depths in that show. Caesar's death, that theme, just the sheer scream of despair and grief in Joseph's voice as the theme plays, and as Caesar gives his last send-off with his hum on bubble. And then you have the theme that plays during Bruno Bucciarati's death and his I Am Reborn monologue. Oh my god, it hits me right in my fucking chest. Like, there's just so much sentiment in it. And the themes for the villains are iconic. Dio's theme, the Pillar theme, even Kira's it's really a monotone theme, like the theme for Kirio Shikage. Like, it feels like something you hear out of Slice of Life, except applied to a serial killer. And that's fucking impressive.
And terrifying.
Yes. So on that note, all I'm gonna note, I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I love its soundtrack equally as much. It's number one, and I'm going to end it by saying the torture dance is better than Hero 2.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I said it. You know. Yeah, I said it.
God.
I will say my favorite theme from JoJo is the Pillarman theme. That's it.
Yeah.
I like Rohan's theme too. Like, I like that one.
All right, go ahead, Brandon, end this because I want to fucking murder Trey.
All right, so checking things off. This soundtrack has, let's see, a overarching great plot. Yes. Overarching dark themes. Absolutely. Redemption, hero galore. Absolutely. Great English dub cast. Bingo. What else? What else could it be? Kotaro Nakakawa, Code Geass.
Oh my god. Wait a minute. Wait, Nate. Code Geass was your number 3, right?
Oh!
3, 2, 1, and Trey's 0 because he doesn't have it for shit. Yeah.
I have the god of soundtracks, but I will listen to your peasant soundtrack.
I can say this, but I'm sorry, but Code Geass is the god of all anime.
Yes,
Dubcast, soundtracks, openings, all of it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna murder Brandon.
No, I want to murder Trey.
Because it takes what I love, actual orchestra music, but giving it a techno feel, sci-fi style, but giving it a sense of just turning the formula on its head to give it more of this otherworldly, mystical style, because that's what Geass is. Geass is basically warping your interpretation, warping your senses. That's basically what Geass does. The soundtrack alone gives this anime the edge of just being in a dark, gritty world, scarred by war, with a revolutionary idea to make the place free once again. Lelouch is basically like the Dark Knight. He is basically he either die as a hero or live on to see himself because of the villain. He embodies that ideology perfectly. The fantastic score by Kotaro makes it so damn good. It almost sounds like it gives it almost like a sci-fi Star Wars kind of vibe for a lot of it as well. The best score to me when Lelouch conquers the world and the master plays. Just when he starts with that monologue, "Attention entire world, hear my proclamation. I am Lelouch v Britannia." Oh my god, it was so good. It shows that Lelouch is far gone. He became the tyrant that they think he is. All the way until he sacrificed himself in the end to take the hate of the world with him. And that silence, the ambiance, when Nanali looks and holds Lelouch's hand as she sees the plan, the Zero Requiem. And when she proclaimed that, like, I just wanted to be with you, and Lelouch closes his eyes, and I remade the world anew. And just that flute starts to play. It's like the breath of life finally leaves. Oh my god, I was lit. Code Geass was the reason why I got into depth, story-driven character animes. It was the best one. The characters, the writing, god damn, I was so moved by the story. And heck, the spin-off series Akito the Exile was not that bad, and
It's alright.
The Lelouch to the Resurrection was also pretty good to continue it, and basically answering our question if Lelouch survived or not, which we kind of knew he was. He was immortal, for God's sake.
At this point.
But it's It's a godlike English dub anime, perfect in every other sense of the word. Totally the king of all soundtracks. Code Geass is the number one.
Nice, dude. Nice.
God.
Fucking Trey being arrogant like punk. All right.
Alrighty, there we go. Top 10 anime soundtracks.
Yep.
Damn, it's 10:30. We finished this early. Damn it.
Yeah, no
Well,
kidding.
for me, what you
But there was actually a lot of rage as well, a lot of salt and a lot of wounds for people's choices.
I am so thankful that the top 5 for me, it was able to clear up most of the salt.
Oh, no, young man. It doesn't clear the salt. It just lessens it.
I know. That's why I say clear most. Not
All
all.
right.
But yeah,
All right.
announcing the next 4 videos.
Ooh, 4.
Next one is a call out to our boy Eric. We're doing this for him. A Star Wars Smash Marry Kill.
Which Nate will not be a part of.
Yeah.
But
sorry.
we will also be doing our very first collaborative review. I'm doing reviews again, everyone. Mortal Kombat 2021. We are doing a review for.
Brandon,
Noise.
when you
Need to see
finish
the movie then.
Rikers, we need to do a review of that together.
Yes, we shall. But also the third video is going to go back to comic books because we're going to give the best of all comic book heroes.
Yeah.
And the one after that is actually kind of a no-brainer, but we also had to finish this trilogy as well. Top 10 anime endings part 3.
Yay!
So I need to get
And Trey can be a part of it for once.
That's true. He hasn't been a
Sorry.
part of the first or second.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You're good, man. You're good.
So now you have to rewatch certain anime endings, including Sarah at the end, you son of a bitch, because they have pretty good endings. All right. Nice.
But yeah, that's the order we have. But some birthdays are coming up, and we'll probably give an announcement of what videos we'll be doing for those. So, anyways, guys, let us know what your favorite score was in all of anime, because I'm sure you guys have some of your favorites out there. So leave that comment down below. Hit that like button, smash it like the basses you are. I'm the Dark Viewer. We are the guys in the shadows, and we shall see you in the next video. Bye.